We in the game, man.
We good on your end?
Con.
All right. Shalom, shalom. I want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kodash. Yeah, in the ancient Hebrew tongue, those would be the correct names of the Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son, and the Holy Spirit. Also, we'd like to give double honors to our teachers, the head apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, the men who we believe through faith to be raised up here in the latter days to contribute to the, establishing and erecting of the house of David. Also want to say shalom to, the fellow laborers out there who have come into those labors. And as always, Yahweh Shem Shabarakathon, to the sincere listeners out there, the brothers and sisters alike that subscribe to the truth as well. So yeah, we back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. It's the brother Awaram and I have with me.
Hey, the brother from Memphis, GMS Memphis, the bar.
Yep, the head brother from the Great Millstone branch in Memphis, Tennessee. And the spirit is on us once more to go into another quick lesson, which, as you can all see the title, Hate You Can't Rehabilitate. Hate You Can't Rehabilitate, which obviously this is concerning the hatred that the so-called white man has for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans out there, which is such an intense hate, all right, driven hate that is nothing you could do to kindle, all right, or quench. Why? Because first and foremost, this hate is not of this realm. This is a spiritual hatred, all right, which pretty much contributes to his character. And as me and the brother was speaking before we started, briefly, that word character is where you get the word characteristics from, right? So the characteristics of Esau is his character as touching this drummer, which is penned by Yahweh Shema Shai. There's nothing you can do to reverse what Yahweh Shema Shai is laid out. There's nothing you can do to rehabilitate that hate, which is pretty much woven in his DNA. Which, by the way, speaking of that word rehabilitate, I got that word queued up. And to set the tone, I'm going to have the brother in the bottom read it. Let me pull it up. Yep, you got it up.
Yeah, it say rehabilitate. It say action of restraining in a former rank or standing. But you read it say restoration. All right, like to restore. And then you gotta say this hate, you cannot rehabilitate because like I say in Genesis, like we're gonna get Genesis 3 and 15, that enmity. You know what I'm saying? The enmity between Jacob and Esau. This is what the Lord have created. That make the Lord as a balanced power. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, you got light, you got right, you got left, you got up, and you got down. You got what? Righteous, and then you got evil. So the Lord have put that wicked spirit, all right, in Esau, and he had put the righteous spirit in Jacob, man. So when you keep on going to rehabilitation, because like you were making that point earlier before we got on live, how a drug dealer he go into the AA meeting, you know what I'm saying, to get rehabilitated, you know what I'm saying, to come out all clean. But this is something that Esau can't do. Why? Because the Lord have put enmity between the seed and her seed, which is her represent who? Israel, man. So that's why when you look at these so-called white people, these Edomites today, in your grocery stores, you know what I'm saying, maybe in the movies, and the parking lot or the post office, wherever you go, you can feel the hatred because they don't even understand where it come from. The Lord have implanted them with their spirit,
Yeah, can I add to that?
Come.
Even when you consider the beast of the field, which we ought to do, and that's pursuant to Job, the 12th chapter. Well, the leopard and the hyena, all right, or the wolf and the lamb, they have no dealings with one another. Why? Because naturally, that's the way they was engineered. That's the way they was designed. All right, so you have our people. What's that? The book of is that Jeremiah, where it speaks about trimming thy ways.
To seek love.
Right.
Trimming thy way to seek love.
Right. You have our people. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Jeremiah, the 2nd chapter,
Yeah,
in the
Jeremiah.
33rd verse.
Yeah, I'm grabbing for you now.
Yep, and we'll go back to what you got.
Okay, come. Yeah, we'll go back to Genesis to go into the word impotent. Jeremiah 2 and
Beginning at the 33rd verse.
okay, come. I got you now. All right, this is Jeremiah 2 and 33. And it says, why trimmest thou way to seek love?
Mm-hmm.
Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked one thy ways?
Yep. So our people, they trim their way to seek love. They look for some type of approval, if you will, from Esau.
Yeah.
You know, that's why you see our people, they scratch and claw, they labor and they toil to be celebrities or athletes, you know, to be in the realm of stardom. And really deep down, they're looking for some approval, a clearance from the so-called white men.
Yeah.
All right, they go as far as befriending these devils, but they don't understand. And we got a clip as well queued up, which pretty much captures that idea. Lord, we'll bring it out.
That's spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Like you say, they trim their ways because here it is. They join their fraternities. You know what I'm saying? They join their fraternities. You know what I'm saying? You got Jake dressing like Edomites, little ass shorts. You know what I'm saying? You know how Esau dressed. Jake dressing like him. You got the woman wearing the blonde hair. You know what I'm saying? You got all these things that Jake are doing just to seek the love of their enemy.
Right.
You know? But yeah, we're going to that video real quick.
Yeah, come, let's go there.
Okay, come. Yeah, this is the video what the Malak was talking about. And then you got it, bro. I'm gonna play it real quick, and you got it.
Con, you got it. Go ahead.
Stop. You gonna make a point?
Con.
White people. Here's the video. What are you talking about? And you're not talking to me. You are not talking to me. No, you're not. You are not talking to me. So come with it. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna box my food. I'm gonna finish my food, and then I'll leave. That's okay with me, baby. I got a lot of money in my account. I asked her to turn it down.
You hear it right there? You see, right? The setting is pretty much you have Jake going into this establishment, and they openly tell her that they don't want her there, man.
Yeah.
But her rebuttal is, look, I got money in my bank account. I paid for whatever, and basically that's the reasoning of our people. They think as if, having somewhat status in this world, it puts them on a level playing field with E. But the consensus amongst these so-called white people is they hate you, man. And like the brother said, they can't even come to the conclusion of why. All right.
Yeah.
It goes beyond them.
That's right.
It all goes back. It goes back to Genesis, the 3rd chapter, the humble beginnings, if you will, of that friction that we see. And that's why you got to constantly thank Yahweh Shema Shah, because he allowed us access to this information, which comforts us. Hey, if that was one of us in that bar, we'll just leave. We wouldn't even be there first and foremost. But if we was to wander off in there and we felt those dirty looks, we just get the hell out of there, man.
Right, get up and leave.
I
put a curse on that place to keep on pushing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that shows you that's pretty much the after effects, if you will, the residue of the 60s, man, was that damaged our people, that whole civil rights, trying to join and become acclimated and be equal. Because you remember, the rallying cry was what? Equality. It was never, revenge or vengeance or recompense. No, it was, I want to be equal to you. I wanted to go in the same restaurants as you. I wanted to sit in the front of the bus with you.
Right. Drink out the same water fountain as you.
Right.
Yeah.
And go in the same bathroom, which, by the way, you got to think about it. Motherfucker hate you so much that they don't want you to shit on the same toilet they shit. Right? That's a hatred that can't be rehabilitated. Again, it's a spiritual hatred.
Yeah, that would all lead back to.
Yep, come on, you got it up.
Okay.
Threw a whole box at me. I come up here and I play pool all the time. So all the time. She did just throw that box at me, sir.
And then look, she gonna say that she play pool here all the time. You know what I'm saying? So you know in they spirit, like she came once, I hope that nigga don't come back again. But guess what? She keep on continue to come in a spot that she don't belong in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But she coming in a mind state that she got the money. You know what I'm saying? So she got some ability to be in there, so to speak, because she got the money to pay for it, or she got
Right.
the money to look like she, you know what I'm saying? She okay to be in here. The our enemy do not care about that, man. You know, so like you say, it's a spiritual hate that's going on, starting all right in the book of Genesis, man. All right, dealing with Esau and Jacob. You know, that what the stories lie down to, Esau and Jacob. Remember, they was fighting in that womb.
That's right.
You know, but we can play a little more, and then we can get
Yeah.
to Genesis.
Yeah.
I'm in a white place like this because I came up here to play pool.
Can you hear that? Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, they said, what you doing in a white place? Right?
yeah,
If I'm not mistaken, when you go back to the, can you rewind back?
yeah. I got you right here. It say, "What you doing in a white place like this?"
Right, you see that?
Yeah,
Yeah, so right there, that proves that there's a separation, there's a wedge in between the nations, man.
that's
Although
right.
Esau, he would have you believe that, that's why this is that great melting pot, Babylon the Great, that confusion. But he have conditioned the minds of mainly you Israelites that this is a level playing field. But you got to remember, as we conclude this transition of power and inch up, if you will, into the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai, the Lord is going to make it perfectly known that you are not of the other nations. You are separate. In fact, you are hated. You are detested, despised, and dismissed as being, on a lower level in the sight of the heathen, especially Esau.
Yeah, that's
That's why
right.
you got this hillbilly redneck. He's saying, "Why are you in? This is a white place." And in reality, he's in the right spirit.
You're in the right spirit. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just Jake ain't in the right spirit. But
that's
guess
right.
what? Through all this chaos and stuff been going on recently, hey, the Lord is stirring up that young lion, man. The Lord is stirring up the minds of the people, man, getting up back into that right spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the scripture saying, son, never trust thy enemy.
That's right.
People have failed to trust the enemy, man. All right, through what they did, Ecclesiastes 7 and 11 and 7, when it says, surely oppression make a wise man mad, but the gift destroyed the heart. So
Right.
that's what happened to our people. They've been destroyed by the gifts of the so-called white man, where he have been been giving them through Section 8, food stamps, and all sorts of things like that. So our people have failed with thinking that they was our enemy. But look how he look at the point of how he conquered America. Where did you come from? Who brought you over here? So you gotta look at them things. That's why the Lord said, never trust thy enemy.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Because that was our enemy, man.
Right. Yep. The
Yep,
key word there is enemy,
that's right.
which that idea have eluded the minds of our people, man. And when you think about it, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American is the last group of people on the planet Earth that you should have to give a pep talk or educate concerning having enemies. But as it were, that's the task given. You have to convince a nigga that they have enemies. That should be the last person on the planet Earth. There's enough documentaries and shit. Even Black History Month is a reminder of how Esau conquered your ass, man.
Exactly. That's the spirit of the Lord. That's the
Yeah.
spirit. The Lord, cause what he put a remembrance. You know what I'm saying? You gotta remember, all right, who your enemy are. You know, that's the spirit of the Lord, man. But like I say, I'm gonna jump to that Genesis real quick.
Yep, you got it up.
All right, this is Genesis 3:17. I think it's 15. All right, and
Yep.
it says, well, what the hell did it take me to? It is Genesis 3:15.
Mm-hmm.
I still have it drawing my selected. All right, it's a Genesis 3:15, and it said, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed, and it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel.
Yep.
So we,
So the
go ahead.
Lord. Oh, sorry, you got it, brother.
No, you got it.
Now I was just going to say the Lord put that enmity. Matter of fact, let's pull up that word enmity.
Come, I got you right here.
Hey, which it goes into the idea of having a director, you know, one who might script a screenplay or a drama.
Yeah.
Well, in this case, it would be the author himself, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, through his right hand, Yahushua, who has penned, you know, this drama that's taking place here on the planet Earth. Now you got two main characters, Jacob and Esau.
Yeah.
Which is a symbol of righteousness and wickedness.
Come.
Well, we touched on the idea of a character. All right, you have a character in a drama. Well, that word character is where you get the word characteristics, man.
Come.
So if I was to write a script or a play and I pen a certain character, right, to perform a certain role or occupy a certain lot, then that means I'm gonna give them certain characteristics to fulfill that character. And there's nothing you can do to offset that. No matter how many times you watch Menace to Society and you yell at the TV, Kane, don't go, you know, guess what? The director wrote it, man. He said he's gonna die. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. All right, because it's already scripted.
That's right.
How about Shemi Abashai? He placed enmity between these two parties. Okay, you got it up.
Yeah, it's a hostile feeling.
Whoa.
And that's what you saw. That's what you saw in that video right there. That was a hostile moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing in a bar like this? Like, you know, it's only whites only in here. Now, you know, they losing their power, so they can't really put their sign up anymore. You know how back in the 70s and the 60s, they had no Negroes, no Mexicans, and no dogs. They even told no dogs in that goddamn place. But now they can't do that.
Hey, Salaki, that's heavy. They was putting Negroes, Mexicans, and Latinos in the same breath with dogs.
You see that?
Yeah.
Come on, man. So that's hostile right there. They're showing you that they have enmity, you know what I'm saying, with you. They show you they got hatred towards you. But guess what? They don't understand where that hatred come from. They just know it's in them.
That's right.
You know? But it said hostile feeling, rivalry.
Woo!
That's why I started laughing. They hear hard rivalry, man. That's how you know it goes back to who? Esau and Jacob.
Yeah, that's cold, huh?
Rivalry, man. You know? Then it says, here going eternal conflict.
Eternal, man. What scripture should come to mind? Ezekiel, the 35th chapter?
Yeah. Yeah.
Matter of fact, you know what? I'll get it. Let me get it.
And then what he say, I will have war with Amalek from generation to generation too.
That's right.
You know, just going to the eternal. You know what I'm saying? But
I got a quick precept.
Okay, come.
Yep, this is Ezekiel, the 35th chapter, and the 5th verse. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Yeah, so when you read this chapter in its entirety, pretty much Yahweh Shai is expressing his disdain and you know the judgment that he has prepared for Esau, Mount Seir, and he gave the reason and why. Because they have had a perpetual hatred. Matter of fact, let me look up that word perpetual on this.
Okay, Kun, I got your back too. I got your back.
Okay, Kun, you got it. Let me look up this word right here.
just to bag you up on that precept. I let you read it again. I'll just bag you up because like you say, when Jacob had received that blessing, he was hurt. Esau was hurt, and like you say, he had made an oath.
Yeah, that's right. Real quick, I don't know why, man, same, bro. But I got it right here.
Yeah, I'm in the game. I got what I wanted. So
okay, I got this right here. This word perpetual.
Con.
Let me try to get right to it. It's loading up so slow, bro.
Yeah, you know how it is just like I say, the power of the earth, principal power
Right.
of the earth. Boy.
Yep, I got it. It says long duration, antiquity, futurity, forever, ever, everlasting.
You see that? Yeah, that's right. You see that? So that's going back into when the Lord put that enmity between thy seed and her seed. You see? Go ahead.
Hey, check it out. Hey, he's gonna say it. It says, "Oh, ancient time, long time of past."
Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah. Hey, I'm bagging you up with this one right here. I'm bagging you up. This Genesis 27-41. It said Esau hated. See, they go that word hate again. Jacob, because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him.
Hey, and you see right there in Ezekiel where it outlines that perpetual hatred, right? We just looked at the word. It mentions of old, ancient times. So that's why the brother is able to go into the book of Genesis, the heading, the beginning, and you can find where that hatred, where it pretty much starts.
Yeah, derived from. Yeah.
Right, where it derived. We can actually go to the source. And this is the favor that Yahweh Shema Shai has bestowed upon us, man, where we can make sense of things. We can get to the bottom of why a fucking Edomite following your ass around a damn department store. Hurry up and buy, man.
Right.
Well, I don't know if you remember. I remember this broad Oprah. She's supposed to be one of the most celebrated Jakes, right? She went over to Paris or some shit, and they stepped down on it. They asked who the hell. They asked her why the hell she was in the damn store, man. Hey, that was your how about Shemal Shah reminding her ass.
Yeah, you still in there?
Yeah. No one man is above order. No one person is above what's been decreed in the Holy Scriptures.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep, you got it up.
Yeah, so it says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, meaning his mind, right? The days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then would I slay my brother Jacob. And let's go to what you brought out, that perpetual hatred. Because he got that same mindset, what, to this day.
Yep. And it's heavy too. Isaac, right? That's Yahushua.
Right.
Even after Yahushua was crucified in 70 AD, what happened? They began to attempt to slay their brother Jacob.
That's right. Yeah, that's beautiful, man.
Yeah. So the records stand, man. The counsel of Yahushua stand. And again, this is his role in this drama.
Ooh. Hey,
it's what he can do. You got it, brother.
Now look, the brother had brought out songs to let me go up on the comment board real quick. He brought out Psalms 55 and 20, right? 21, right? It says his words are smoother than butter, but wars in his heart. His words are softer than oil, yet they are drawn swords, right? Because you think about it, back into the 70s and 80s, the Esau had them words, man.
Yeah.
That's how he was able to deceive Jake. Like I say, going back to the civil rights movements, the movement, what I'm saying? That was deception upon Jake's mind. So they hid that hatred for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Now you got what you call that immigration. You know what I'm saying? Now you got whites and black together.
Right.
And what they call what it is
integration is
integration. Right. Yeah. So here it is. They can't hide their true feelings, so to speak. It's coming out. Their horns gonna always show at the end, man. That's why I say show as Aaron Rush shows his wickedness. Because it's only too long, but they can it's only too long for their wickedness gonna show. Because what they characteristic, like you going back to their character, right? Their characteristic is as a serpent, as a snake. And a snake hiding himself. He blend in to the point that when he got you in his sight or in the talking about in the trap, what he do? He strike. And guess what? Esau is in that point right now, man. He got Jake where he want him, and guess what? He been to strike.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since you mentioned that, Lord Will, what's that? Ecclesiasticus, the 12th chapter. And it's starting at the 10th verse.
Yeah, to my Sirach.
Yep, Ecclesiasticus. Yep, Sirach. Let's hold that on deck. Lord will, we'll get around to that. But was there any more on that video clip? That was it on that?
Yeah, I'm talking about the black woman. Yeah, I go back to it.
Okay.
Here we go.
It's like this because I came up here to play pool. This is the only place with a pool table in the vicinity. So that's what I'm doing in a white place.
Hey, can I say that's like a culture shock for her. She can't believe it. You know? I know it messed her up, because she thought that something changed by now.
Right. all that marching. All that marching.
Right. Yeah, all that marching didn't do shit, man. All right. And you know what, too? We went into that word perpetual, man. It's a heavy word. It leads you back to ancient times, to old times.
The ancient spirit.
That's it.
Yeah, that's right.
And that spirit, that hatred, it has been lying dormant, if you will, in these devils. But now Yahweh Shema Shai has rekindled that hatred, in effort to fulfill biblical prophecy.
That's right.
Hey, because even if Esau wanted to, deal justly with you, even if this devil attempted to deal diplomatically or whatnot, he can't, man, because it's woven in his very DNA. What's that? The book of Isaiah. Is that Isaiah?
Wait, if he doing good, when he doing good, he did by mistake. You know what you're trying to
Well, no, I believe that's in Sirach. It's one in Isaiah 13. Can an Ethiopian?
Oh, yeah, I got that.
Oh, that's spirit. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick.
Okay,
hey, you can expound on it, brother.
Okay, yeah, I had that in the chamber too.
Oh, that's spirit, bro.
Yeah, Isaiah 42. Yeah, Isaiah 42 and 13. Yeah, I sure had that one because it's just something that Esau can't change, whether he want to or not. Because you got the Edomites, they be coming down the camp. They be complaining like, it's not, it wasn't us, it was our forefather. And, they wish they could change what has already been done, but they can't.
Right.
Because you think about it, if Esau was to still be in that spirit and had that same rule as in the 40s and the 50s and the 60s, all the Edomites that you see today would still have that same hatred. They'll still have that same evil eye towards you. But guess what? They see prophecy being fulfilled. They see that the kingdom they losing their power. So what they trying to do? They're trying to say, let bygones be bygones. Let's all come together. Because they know deep side in their heart, meaning their mind, they know what goes around comes around. You know what I'm saying? So you got a certain group of Edomites that know that, but then you got a certain group of Edomites that got their bold, heavy, satanic demon spirit on them that they don't give a damn. Hey, it's like it's white or die.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's white or die, man. And that's how you know, man, the Lord is finna revenge his elect, man, upon these devils, man. But I got it right here though.
Yep, you got it.
No, just like that. I had
Isaiah 13 and 20. Jeremiah.
Jeremiah. So like I went to the other precept.
Yep, like Jeremiah 13
at 23. Yep, Jeremiah 13 and 23. Jeremiah 13 and 23, it says, Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the lepers his spots?
Right. And the answer to that, what's the answer to that? No. Because he was designed, all right, by a higher power. Remember, we dealing with the potter, okay? And all the works here in the planet Earth is fashioned by his hand. And you consider clay, it has no power. It's under the jurisdiction, it's under the mercy of the potter. The clay is the work of the potter's hand. So just like the Lord created an Ethiopian with that dark skin and a leopard with spots, and there's nothing they can do about it, well, that applies to Esau. Go ahead.
Yep, and it says, can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the lepers his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil.
Right. So the so-called white man was designed to do evil. So here it is. Our people is looking for this devil to somehow, have a change of heart, make a 360 turn and do good. Here it is. This nigga has well thought out ways to distribute pork into your neighborhood. You mean to tell me this nigga gonna do good? And scriptures tell you how they don't sleep unless they have done wickedness, man.
That's right. That's right.
He's driven by wickedness. Why? Because again, it's woven in his DNA. It's a part of his very makeup, his characteristics, which again goes back to the word character. So the character, the role that Esau got in this drama, which was penned by Yahweh Shema Shai, is to operate on the left-hand side, to do wickedly, and ultimately to hate you, man. Hey, that's why Esau is known as the predator, right? He's the hunter. Why was Esau a cunning hunter? Because he actually preyed on something. He preys on Israel. His prize is the blood of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He gets off on that, man. That's why for a quick fix. Hey, you brought up the point about a drug addict being rehabilitated, right?
Right.
Well, Esau, in order for him to get a quick fix, he fiending, he need to get a quick fix. He'll go out there and hunt deers. He'll hunt coyotes and wild game. But really, he wants you, man. He really desired the blood of the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. And we read that in Ezekiel, the 35th chapter. Since thou hast not hated blood.
That's right.
Come on, you got it.
Yeah, I had really tried to go into this word of custom, but it really didn't give me much. They just become accustomed to bringing to. It really didn't give me much. But it say practice, like a habitation. It said made customary to be accustomed. So
Right.
like I say, Esau can't change the way he is. The Edomites can't change the way they is. They don't know why they hate Jake. It's just in them. It's just something that they can't change. That's why a lot of Edomites try to kill themselves. They go off and do other strange things because they're like, why was I created to be like this? You know what I'm saying? And they ask around to a lot of people. We don't want to have the answers. And we tell them the answer. They want to accept it because it's coming from the scriptures. But guess what? It's in the Bible why they Edomites the way they is. It's in the Bible why Jake the way they is, man. And how prophecy is being fulfilled. It's all in the scriptures. It's all come from the Heavenly Father, man, who wrote it.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go back to I got another article.
Yeah, come on, bring it out. Bring it out,
All right, this is another article. It's going to the hate crime. It said hate crime attacks on black people rose nearly 40% in 2020. So if it rose 40% in 2020, look how much killing and robbery and murder the so-called white man have done since 2020. Here it is in 2022 going into 2023. So if it rose from 40% in 2020, it should be up 80, almost 90% in 2022.
Mm.
The devil been going hard, man. You know, they've been going hard on Jake, man.
Can I say,
Con.
yeah, see, eventually this devil, he has to settle into his role. He can try to hide. He can throw that smirk. You know, you ever notice these devils, when you look at them, you catch them, they got a damn smirk on their face, man. All right, that's because he's trying to sidestep, you know, his role. But eventually he's going to settle into his lot, and he's going to show himself to be the wicked man. Matter of fact, Ecclesiasticus 12, we're going to get that.
Okay,
all right, we're going to start at the 10th verse on that.
You going to Sirach or just the regular Ecclesiastes?
Ecclesiasticus Sirach, yep.
Okay, come.
And we'll begin at the 10th verse, right? Because again, everyone has to fulfill their lot, their role. All right, you're going to have the elect that's going to settle into their role. All right, the true believers, the body of Yahweh Shai. You're going to have the naysayers, the scoffers and scorners. Are not they fulfilling their role? All right, everybody's settling into their lot. The nations, but mainly Esau, man. Because remember, when you read the scriptures from a prophetic point of view, right, it gives you the chronological order as it relates to the return of Yahweh Shai, which that's the prophecy of prophecies. Well, one of the things we ought to look for is the identifying and targeting of Esau. That's pursuant to 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. And that wicked shall be revealed. Well, how are we going to know who he is? Based upon his characteristics. He's not going to be able to control that hate. You can literally see smoke coming out these devil's ears, man. Have you ever saw
all red and shit? Look like a fucking peppermint.
Hey, have you saw the clip where I know it's one where you had the Jake women, they sit at the table, and in the background, it's a bunch of Karens. They just mugging, you know.
Dang, nah, I ain't seen that giant.
Well, Lord will, I'll send it to you.
God.
Or it's plenty of them. It's one with the Jake in the gym. And it's a damn weird Edomite in the back looking at him. You know, he pretty much mugging.
Right.
See, that was a time when them devils was able to mask and hide that hatred. But now the Lord is what the scripture say? I have made Esau bare.
Yeah.
So he have to be himself now. He can't hide under the uniform. I'm an American or I'm an Australian. No, you're an Edomite, man.
Right. That's right.
And we know that based upon your characteristics. You got it up.
That's why the Lord told Jake when you go to dry mile, you know, say, envy not the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? But what? Choose none of his ways. And though we brought her earlier, seeking love. Why trim thy way to seek love? Because that's what our people fell into. You know what I'm saying? They learned the way of the heathens, and look what predicament it got them in. Now she feels salty because the Edomite don't want her in their bar.
Yep.
You know, but that's why she supposed to be among her own people. You know. But
well, the scriptures say that. The scriptures say, matter of fact, let's get that real quick, and we'll go back. Matter of fact, it's in the same chapter, Ecclesiasticus 13. I mean, the same book, Ecclesiasticus 13. I think in 15 or something like that.
I'm gonna go 13 real quick.
I think it's Ecclesiasticus 13 and beginning at 13. I want to say.
Observe and take good heed. Yep.
You know what? Let me see. Let's just go straight to the point. Jump to the 15th verse.
Okay. It said, every beast loving his like, and every man loving his neighbor. All flesh consorted according to the kind, and a man will cleave to his like.
Right. That's the natural order of things. All right. All beasts, they pretty much consort to their kind. Every beast loveth his like. Meaning you don't see a damn deer running with a pack of hyenas.
Yeah.
You know? So in its natural order, we are all supposed to be, amongst our own.
That's right.
Even when you go into the Lord said he divided the nations according to the number of the children of Israel. Each
That's
nation
right.
has their own land. All right? Go ahead, up.
Yep. And it says, all flesh over there 17. And what fellowship have the wolf with the lamb?
Right.
So
What fellowship has the wolf with the lamb?
godly. Yeah.
And again, when you read Job, the 12th chapter, the scriptures encourages you to consider the beast of the field. That's a teaching moment. So here it is. If you don't get what we're saying, all right, if this doesn't quite register with you, well, just turn it on the goddamn National Geographic channel, man, and tell me if you see a deer running with a lion.
Right.
So it's no different with the nations, especially as it relates to our arch enemy and nemesis, Esau, the so-called white man.
Yep.
Well,
And you're gonna always have this controversy right here. You're gonna always have this confusion. You're gonna always have this chaos. It's gonna always come around and bob around arguing and fighting and fussing when it comes down to these two nations, man, which is Esau and Jacob.
that's right, bro.
Always, man. Yeah.
Hey, which
So
goes back to Genesis, the 3rd chapter, and the definition you brought out.
that's right.
That's a
Yeah.
powerful. That word enmity is a heavy word. It's an eye-opening word.
Yeah. And then I got another article real quick.
Yep, you got it, brother. We get ready to close up in a minute.
Yeah, come. See, now this is another article, right? It says this happened in Florida. Now look at this right here now. And this how you know that the earth was given to the hand of the wicked. You know what I'm saying? Known as supremacists.
Yep.
You see, it say, did a Florida judge, right, give a vastly different sentence to two men whose only difference was their race. You see, going right back to Genesis, that perpetual hatred. You see
Right.
that? Because here it is, these two men, they got locked up for the same thing. No difference. The only difference was what? The race. Now check this out when you go into the bottom of it, right? When you read on it. Now look, it says Florida 19 Judas Circuit Judge Sherwood Chip with that Breyer gave a black man 26 years in prison. You see that? And a white man 2 years time served for the same crime in the same circumstance.
Wow.
Come on, man. You can't tell me that ain't hatred towards Jacob, towards you niggas. You know what I'm saying? Towards you Latino, Native American, Hispanics, man. When you go into the prison system, majority of the tribes is in there. You know, the tribes make up 90% of the prison system. Why? Because his aim is towards the poor. Like the script says, song. His eyes is privately set against the poor, man. That's their hatred. That's the hatred that this so-called white man have for you niggas. And guess what? You niggas overlook it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just because he let you play basketball and dunk the motherfucker on TV, you overlook that the nigga still hate you. You know what I'm saying? Because he let you run a football up and down the field, you forgot this nigga hate you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he let you roam up and down the street or go into the bar, buy a drink, you forgot. This is our enemy, man. Our natural born enemy.
That's right.
You know, going right back into Genesis, the enmity. This shows that right there, man. They got arrested for the same crime, but the so-called black man got more time than the Edomite. You can't tell me that ain't racism.
That's right.
You know? But yeah,
Yep.
you got it.
Yeah, and pretty much that's an act of mercy from Yahweh Shema Shah to allow us to see this devil morph into his natural habitat, man. All right, he's beginning to show his horns, and not just here in this moment in time. You know, ever since we was brought over here, man. All right. But like you mentioned earlier, this devil, he's losing that power. We're concluding this transition of power, so he can no longer hang a sign on a window, no niggas allowed.
Right.
And this is what wisdom is needed, because now we are watching this man through the lenses of the Holy Spirit.
That's right.
And we said, that's Esau, man. Yep, come on. You got anything else?
Real quick. This is the last article right here. And this giant hit deep too. You know what I'm saying? Because here it is. This the controversy because they got a new mermaid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now going to this whitewashing. All right, this nigga
Can I say?
Go ahead.
Hey, how about Smell Shot instigating all this, man? He's stirring up that jealousy, man.
Yeah, that's why I say I got that precept for that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey, again, everybody got to settle until they lock, man.
It hit hard.
You consider a sporting event, a football game. Before the kickoff, you could go and you can embrace the other team. You can shake their hand. What's up, bro? Hey, but once they kick it off, you have to fall and you have to play the position, of being on a certain team.
Right. Yeah.
And that uniform, that uniform separates you, man.
Yeah. Ooh, they hit hard there. Yeah.
So that's the logic. That's the reasoning when concerning your how about Shema Shah. Hey, yeah, you got it.
Yeah, it say why are people mad at the Little Mermaid being black? You see that? People are mad. Who are mad? Edomites mad.
That's right.
You see that? Going back to what their hatred. Now look at what they have done. All the whitewashing they have done when you go into the first Maccabees, all right, 3 and 48. Look at the pain they have done. They cover the judges, all right. They cover the true judges, which is Yahweh Shah, man. Right. They painted them as being so-called white people, man. A white God, a white savior, white angels. But here it is, they complaining about a goddamn so-called black mermaid.
A fictional character.
Come on, man.
Hey, but guess what? Eye for an eye. All right, we got the right to face your little fictional characters and put our face on it.
Right, because what you have done to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a transition. Yeah, there's a heavy spirit in the planet Earth, man.
Yeah.
The spirit of transitioning. And we know that this have the fingerprints of Yahweh Shema Shah all over it. When you read Daniel, the 2nd chapter, it speaks about the rise and fall of kingdoms and how they're pretty much in the same breath with the changing of seasons, man. So we're witnessing the change of seasons. So now, hey, it's all fair, baby. Come on, you got it, man.
That's what that's a pill that they don't want to swallow. You know what I'm saying? Edomites don't want to swallow that pill, man. But guess what? It's gonna be pushed down their throat.
The dregs.
And they said personally useless, their race is part of their character. It shouldn't matter anymore. See that? It shouldn't matter to anyone. Now, when you go down to the comments, and that's why I say it was spiritual, because you see on the comment, it said entire discussion, 144 comments. So I said it was the spirit.
That's the spirit, bro.
It was the spirit. So that's why I want to bring out the precept real quick. What you just quoted in Isaiah. I want to bring it out quick.
Yeah, you can expound on it, bro.
Because here it is, said the comment was 144 comments, right? But that's how you know the Lord is in the midst of this. He's stirring up jealousy.
That's right.
All right, this is Isaiah 42. All right. And 13. All right, and it says, the Lord shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yea, roar. He shall prevail against his enemy. But the point is, he shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. And that's what you're seeing happening. All right, when you look at this mermaid, when you go back to this mermaid pit, this stirring up jealousy right here. This bringing them Edomites back into their spirit. This bringing
Right.
Jake back to their spirit. You know, because now they upset. Why the fuck they gotta have a fucking black mermaid? The mermaid been white all this time. So why the hell we had to have a white Jesus? Or the other than, you know,
Right.
why? Because what? The whole time he been what? He been dark skinned. You see?
Right.
Well, let's try to go into a little bit of the comments real quick.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
Let me see if it's gonna open up. All right, it says there is a huge wave of anti-racist. I guess it's the I don't know what he trying to stay right there. Cause he got an
I
R.
can't. Let me see if I can blow it up on my end.
I don't know. You want to put a T right there or
what definition? What comment you on?
on the first one? It say there is a huge wave of anti-racist.
Rhetoric. Is that what you're looking for?
Okay, yeah, okay. Rhetoric everywhere.
Okay, yeah.
It said the amount of white men that spend all their time worrying about white men's rights. You see that? They worried about white men's rights. Why? Because they have been placed. All right, when you go into Job 9:24, it said the earth was given into the hand of the wicked.
Mm-hmm.
This is their heaven right now. Going back to the blessing that Isaac gave Esau. You know, that's why they're worried about the right men's rights. Why? Because they're in their rulership, they're in their time. But they see that their power is being what? It's being given over to who? To
Right.
the Israelites. Kwam Yasharala. See, we starting to see that power, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah. And Esau is losing their power. You see? So now they worry about, they ain't had to worry about no power in the 60s and the 70s and the 50s. Power was shown. But now power cannot be shown like that no more. You know? Cause I know it was one on here, man. It hit hard. But I guess
You know what? I got a quick let me see. Yep, I got a quick precept.
Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah, the 5th chapter, and the 22nd verse. It says, "Fear ye not me, saith the Lord, will ye not tremble at my presence, which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea by a perpetual decree that it cannot pass it. And though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail. Though they roar, yet can they not pass over it." So pretty much these waves is representing the people, and in particular as it relates to this lifetime, Esau, seeing that he occupies the power seat. But according to the decree we just read, though he roar, he would not be able to pass over it. All right. So although the so-called white man cry out, he complained, from his laws and legislations, from that extreme to something as subtle as a band of Edomites on a comment board talking shit. Well, in no wise will that stop the momentum of Israel being raised up. So that's why you see, this heavy emphasis on Jake being a symbol of power. All right, from the best basketball player, all right, to the best entertainers. Okay, Jake is up there now. Jake is all up in these seats. Well, that's not a random thing. There's nothing coincidental about that. In fact, it all goes back to biblical prophecy, man.
That's right.
As touching that transition of power that has been projected through the Holy Scriptures.
Yeah.
And that's why Esau reacting, It's an old saying down in these parts, a hit dog will bark. Well, if Esau was really about being equal to you in equality triumphant, why the hell are they so butthurt because there's a so-called black face on a Little Mermaid, man? That goes back to how was shot stirring things up.
That's right.
And all of you can try to play it off long as you want, from Esau to Jake. You got a bunch of Jakes out here that want to play it off too. But eventually, reality gonna hit your ass in the face, man. And as touching our people, you're gonna see that the so-called white man is your enemy. You got something else up?
Oh, I was just reading the comment. They're trying to find. Oh, here go right here. Yeah, it say Twitter decided to use Usher could not be part of this world after the artificial intelligence scientist whitewash Asher Halle Bailey in the Little Mermaid. See, whitewash. See, you see
Oh,
how they use
oh,
that
oh,
term,
whoa,
whitewash.
whoa. I was just about to say that. That's the last thing you want to do is use the word whitewash. Damn devils, man. You got it, bro.
Hey, nah, that's it on there. That's it. I just had to get there because I say I had spoke on that earlier, whitewash, but like I know I had seen it earlier. But yeah, that's the last thing they supposed to say something about whitewashing.
Fucking devils, man.
How far history go,
You
you
damn,
know?
yeah, hypocrites, man. Hey,
Yeah,
you
but
know
yeah,
what?
that's all I
Let-
had.
and-
That's
and
all I
let's
had
let's
on that.
hey, let's end off in Sirach, the 12th chapter. I want to say that's the
Uh,
17th verse. All right,
okay,
we
it's a
just go
rock.
straight to the point. We go straight to 17. I think that's it.
Okay, come, I got you, brother. Get into the job.
12, Salakia, Ecclesiastes 12.
Yeah, you can start. I remember you said we started. What's it called? Because at 12 it say now at 10 never trust thy enemies for like a
Right, yeah, we can
running
start
flood.
right there. We read down. Yep, you got it.
Yeah, that's 10. That's 10. Okay, come. This is Sirach, known as Ecclesiastes 12 and 10. It said never trust. See that never trust thy enemy. For like as iron rusted, so as his wickedness. And if I can speak on that, I deal
Yep,
with steel at work. I deal with steel and iron and metal. You know what I'm saying? And show that shit stink, bro. Iron gonna rust. We use a particular type of a cleaning material. It called acetone, and when you put acetone on steel, it'll clean it out for a minute, but then you can paint it, and it like it help last longer, but not to rust. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? Esau can't use acetone on him. So
boy.
shows his wickedness, shows his iron rust, shows his weakness is gonna show one day. You know?
Yep, his
So yeah,
head can't be rehabilitated.
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
and it
because when
said,
you go into the word rehabilitate, it actually takes you to renew.
yeah, that's right.
So you can't reverse that process, okay? The so-called white man has got to be the devil. He have to occupy that role. You got it up.
That's it. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou wipe a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away.
Right. You come to the conclusion that's the same old devil.
Yep.
He ain't changed. He the same devil that hung, lynched, castrated, burnt you, raided our villages, destroyed our people, man.
Yep.
All right?
Hey, that same spirit. You remember the same spirit that was in Cain. It trans like I say translate or transfer to who? Esau.
That's
And
right.
now you got who? The children of Eve, which is the so-called white people today. It's that same spirit. It never left, man. It just went from generation to generation to generation to generation.
Hey, I got a quick precept for you, real quick, Art.
Go ahead.
This is Genesis, the 36th chapter, in the 9th verse. It says, and these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites in Mount
Yeah.
Seir.
Woo. You see that? So go back to his line, his lineage. They can't change who they are. You know why? Because it's in their DNA.
Yeah, it's
You
women
know,
in their very family.
just like righteousness in our DNA, wickedness in their DNA, man. It's something they can't change.
Yeah,
Don't get
which
mad.
again goes, oh, it's like, my bad, bro, go ahead, you got it.
I say, don't get mad at us. Get mad at the Lord. You know.
Yeah. And you know what? That's beautiful. That adds to the point I wanted to make. It goes back to those characteristics, which goes back to the character. So Yahweh Shem Abishai pinned him into this drummer. He's a certain character, and a character has characteristics, which is a part of him, which contributes to his role.
Hey, I know it don't go, but it can when you go into Job 14:4. How it speaks about who can make an unclean thing clean, not one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because Esau can't change. He can't. He
But
can't
hey,
make
that goes perfectly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like he can't make himself righteous. You know what I'm saying? It's how the Lord have he already have what you call that? Preordained him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was already predestined, all right, before the foundation of the earth to be the wicked. That's why the Lord said in Proverbs, he created the wicked for what the day of evil. So this so-called white man was placed upon the earth to do one job, and that's the job to be the wicked. So that's something he can't change.
Hey, that's why he's known as the son of perdition.
Ooh, they hit hard there.
You know, hey, if that's your son, that's your son. You know, ain't nothing you can't do. You know, you can try to discredit him, but he looks just like your ass. Esau looks like death. Yeah, you got it. Matter of fact, let's go straight to the point. Jump down to the I think that's the 18 verse.
Yeah, Con. Yeah, it said verse 18, it said he would shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance.
Right. So eventually you're gonna see who he is.
Yeah.
You know, because it's only so long he can mask, you know, he can operate under that shroud of deception. That's why one of the most critical components, if you will, as touching prophecy as it relates to this lifetime is the revealing of Esau. Even what's this guy Cain? He dreaded that. It tells you that in Genesis the 4th chapter. Whosoever shall find me shall slay me.
Yeah.
Well, you can't keep operating as if you're a gerber. All right. No, we look closely, we assess you. We found out you're a damn rat. All right. And eventually he have changed his countenance. His horns have begun to show. And pretty much it revolves around his hatred. You got it, bro.
He put himself as the other nation. So he tried to hide himself.
That's right.
You know, he took on trying to be a Japhet.
Yep.
You know, he took on trying to be us in this life. You know what I'm saying? Because what it say, a bastard should dwell in Ashdod. You know what I'm saying? The people that's in our homeland, which is Jerusalem and Israel, they call themselves what? Israelis. You know, so what? He took on our image. You see?
That's right.
Yep, that's right.
Yep, and that contributes to him being that thief. Scriptures tell you in the book of Micah, I believe that's the 2nd chapter, how he coveted fields, how he oppressed a man, even a man in his heritage.
You hear a man did not keep it at home.
Yeah, because he's the thief, man, that Yahweh spoke of.
That's right.
Yep, and the murderer. All right, those are the characteristics that contributes to that character, right, in which he plays in this drama. So hey, that's pretty much it on my end. You got something?
No, that's it, brother. Hey, the water for the time, man.
Hey, call all Yahweh Shai. Hey, so hey, with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakodash. Double honors to our teachers, the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the fellow laborers out there, and as always, you believers. Akim as well as the Aqua, those of you who subscribe to this truth as well. To the next time, Shalom.
Hey, Shalom, DTA.